Hey gang, fellow YouTubers, athletes, triathletes, cyclists, runners, whoever out there is listening, believers in particular as well. Welcome to the first Team Jesus vlog, video log. Bear with me because this is the first time, the first episode, the first segment, I guess you could say. Please don't judge me. You know, the whole judge not lest you be judged thing. Team Jesus. It's on the shirt. I think maybe the best time to do this is right after training because you're so inspired. And that actually leads me right into the very first thing I want to talk about. Sorry, I'm wiping sweat for myself. And this is what I would love to have feedback on. Is this something that I need to do right after training? Or should I get gussied up? I'll let you decide on that one. But I know right now I'm particularly inspired to share this with you. And again, this is the reason why training, physical conditioning is so good for you. It's such good mental health. What it does for you in terms of just getting you inspired, creative thinking in different ways, particularly if you're very intentional about it. And intentional is the word of the year. Being very intentional about everything that I do. A phrase that I'm really working on is moment to moment. And that again is, I've heard it also by another triathlete in the community, full send. My thing is moment to moment, and that being applicable in life in general. Are you pushing it to your fullest potential moment to moment? My training today was sprints. I'm working on getting faster in the run portion of triathlon, and sprints is something that I need to work on in order to improve that, improve my speed, my strength, my cardio capacity, my lung capacity, and particularly mentally as well. Being able to push myself to the limit, to the extreme, for an extended period of time. In this case, running half the distance of the track, I want to be able to go full out for that amount of time and continue to think to myself moment to moment. And what I realized in the training today, you'll hear me say this a lot, Holy Spirit is my trainer. And again, with intentionality, I'm being very intentional about listening. This is my time. This is my time to focus in on you. Yes, I'm training the body, but I'm listening to Holy Spirit. I'm speaking with you here. And the great thing about it is it takes your mind out of the pain, which is a great thing, which is exactly kind of what I'm talking about today, is being able to train physically, being able to push yourself to your limits, being able to push through the pain, to endure through the pain, gives us hope. We know that this is only for a little while. I'm thankful for the tribulation that I'm going through because I know it's going to make me a better person. And that's essentially what we're doing when we're pushing ourselves in training. There's a place that you can get, a mindset that you can develop to understand that this hardship, that this trial is going to work in you something greater. You're going to come out on the other side stronger, more resilient. It not only physically, but your mind. Being able to go there in the moment this time is going to be able to push you even further for the next time. And it's going to have you in the right mental capacity to be able to take on the challenge when it comes again. Again, Paul counts it a joy to suffer through the tribulations because it works in him patience, and patience, endurance, and endurance, hope. Being able to really put yourself in a place where you're training so intensely that you're going to see results is where you want to be in your training. The same can be said spiritually. Going after God so intensely, having those moments, and again, I do this in my training, in my physical training, I'm also spiritual training. I'm having those moments where I'm listening, where I'm so focused, where I'm so intent on hearing something from Him. I want to receive from Holy Spirit what He has to give me, what He wants to teach me through this time. I want to hear from Him. I want to know, how can I apply this to my life? Like this physical transformation that I'm going through now, there's also a mental aspect of it that I can apply spiritually to my life. And I can say, oh yeah, if I will be so intentional, so focused, so going after you so intensely, wanting to have my mind transformed by your truth, then I'm going to come out a stronger person for it. That's the biggest thing that we have to battle, changing our mind. We have to change our mind. We have let circumstances dictate. We've let past experiences dictate the successes in our lives. We've let it dictate our faith and what we believe about God. Because we've been conditioned by the world. We've been conformed by its standard, instead of living by God's standard. So we have to know what He says about who He is and who we are. We also have to get in His presence and really be intentional about going after Him and hearing everything that He has to say to us, about us, and letting that shape our mind. Because when we get to that place, we start to see things so differently. And we start to understand what we're capable of and what we're meant to do. And it gives us the faith to continue on and to keep pushing and doing things differently than the rest of the world around us. And that is what builds champions.